very much for tuning in. I do greatly appreciate you giving me the opportunity to go through the midday market report Monday through Friday. So this will be the last day of the week, and as you can see, the dollar right now has dropped about 49 cents on the dollar, and it's down to 103.895. We'll go over everything that we need to know there, what this means for precious metals, which are pretty flat today. They haven't really done much. They consolidated today, but this could give them the further leg up to start next week on Monday. So as we get closer to these markets closing at 4 p.m. and then going into after hours in the stock market and the commodities and precious metals, it's going to be a pretty interesting. It's a very bearish end of the week for the U.S. dollar. Mr. Extra Sour Cream Taco Supreme and chat, welcome in. So let me timestamp this very quickly. My voice is struggling just a tiny bit, but that's okay. We'll get through this as quickly as possible. Sully, good afternoon. So good mid-afternoon, 3:23 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Friday, November 17th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan, even though it's a lot colder, very cold today. Won't be doing many more of these outside, ladies and gentlemen. We're starting to get into that very brisk cold now. So, Mo, good afternoon. Kingston, Chance, Bobby, the stranger, welcome in. Yes. I'm so glad to see everybody in. CJ2 Pilot, good afternoon as well. Couple month one subscribers in here. Mr. Extra Sour Cream Taco Supreme. I seen a couple more in here as well. CJ2 Pilot, Diamond in the Rough, and Mo are all month one subscribers in Tom's Army. I know that because they've got me abducted by aliens in month one. Yes, that is true, and that's my face superimposed being abducted there in aliens. And if you stick around for 2 years, you get the moon badge that says 589 on it. So it takes you 2 years to figure out what it all comes together and means with all the badges in between. Scott, good afternoon. O. Johnson, welcome in. Roland, always great to see you in here. Jorge, welcome. So the Dow Jones is up $17.96, 34,963. Pretty flat today, but ends a very strong week. Still trying to hold the 20-day, and like we know, year-end bonuses get paid, and they make their money off of year-end stock prices and also Q3 dividends and yada, 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 and earnings. So the bigwigs are banking on end of year. So right now, that's a big W reversal. I mean, I anticipate it to come back up to the top of the broadening wedge. So the micro moves in between, I really don't care. I'm just waiting for this to play out. Yeah, you could have another retest down here at some point at 34,500. You've had a golden cross. I'm just waiting for this to eventually play out up here, and it'll come tell us at 36,000. Whatever happens in between in the short term, can't let your emotions get the best of you, but that's what it's telling you we're in for. Just like the U.S. dollar we talked about, once that rising channel broke, we thought there was a chance it could come up to 109, but that was top end. We said once that rising channel broke, you're done. Once you get that rejection, which we did here, then it came up a little bit higher, but it's nowhere near coming back up to the rising channel. Did the exact same thing here, came into a big bear flag, came into another big bear flag. So the technical breakdown from this part, we should come down to 102.893 in a very quick fashion. That's where we're targeting, and we have to see what it does from there. If it puts in another bear flag, we'll go from there. It's put in 2 successive bear flags, actually 3. But from the break point, we'll just say 1, 2, and then a third one would form down to here. And that's what the blue arrow is. So that's good for risk on assets. It's not, and some people are confused. There is no direct correlation between the US dollar and crypto. That's why some people are upset, because it's going down while the dollar is going down, but that's because there's no direct correlation. The only direct correlation between the DXY on a dollar-to-dollar basis is going to be your precious metals like gold, silver, because it's directly weighed and impacted against the DXY. And you know how they get the dollar to go down, don't you? Instead of them buying the U.S. government bond or the U.S. dollar, they simply sell out of the dollar and they buy government bond or foreign dollars. Duh. The U.S. 10 years flat, 4.44%. It's in a bad trend. It's in a bad trend. It's put in a reversal, not exactly a reversal candle, but We're not showing very much strength here in the daily time frame. It's looking very bad. It's been a bad day in the daily. So I expect this to keep coming down. I anticipate them to bring it closer to 4%, maybe. Try to bring some interest into the government bonds. Or, I mean, to try to not bring interest, but it should be going up to bring interest into the bonds. What's happening is they're allowed to print, and when they print money, they throw them into the bonds for the interest. So that's what's happening. We're buying down our own debt. It's not a good idea. Crude oil is up 4.16%, or at $75.89. The WTI crude based in US dollar. We came down essentially to that $70 that they told us year end they would do. But unfortunately, we have this dot crossing the daily, and we should come up to about 77 bucks, maybe in retest. Maybe it runs up and gets some people a little hope at 80 bucks. But I don't know. They said $70 year end. Did we come close enough at 70? What was it? 72 and some change, maybe. But I think in 24, this is just going to propel us up to that $120, if not more, per barrel. It's going to be a mess. Gold silver ratio is flat, as gold and silver is basically doing nothing. However, we rotated back down after multiple rejections, and now we're down below the 200-day, or at least been timming with it. So I think we could either come down here. Maybe the ratio is going to start switching around a little bit. We had a beautiful opportunity up there for anybody to buy silver. It's very possible that it starts rotating back down now. That means silver could rise a lot quicker than gold, which wouldn't be a surprise if we are technically going to start rallying. We see it's bounced off of that 1930 as we thought it would. And now it's hit that first area. Can we get past that uptrending resistance right there, past that 2009 eventually, and rotate up the way I'm showing right there? If it is going to take the bullish route, only time will tell. And then silver. Silver's at $23.72 an ounce. What is it at? Up 0.007, so $23.72. We're bouncing up just like with gold here, and it looks like if we can get on top of this, you would have a move up to about 28 bucks. Nobody knows if it's going to actually bounce out. It could very well get rejected at $24.28 area and then rotate through. So we really don't know. And then last but not least, I'm going to do this in a timely fashion today. B2 gold at $3.07. It's up 6 cents after the close. We don't know what's going to happen. Either this is going to continue rotating, or this is then burning head and shoulders. And if the dollar rotates down, it very well could start pushing out. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. Please make sure to hit that like button if you appreciate these midday market reports, and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to leave it at that. Have a nice, short, and sweet one. Make sure you hit that like button. I greatly appreciate it. And remember, be kind to each other. JW, welcome in, my friend. And I'm unfortunately on my way out, but I wanted to do the midday market report even though I'm a little bit busy. But I appreciate each and every one of you, and have a blessed afternoon. And please share this. More people need to